Has your research influenced industry practices? Are other organizations using your innovations? Your response must demonstrate why the officer's conclusion does not fully reflect the evidence. Hi everyone, welcome back to EB1A Experts channel. NOID versus RFE in EB1A cases. The responsive mistake that leads to denial. Imagine this moment. You open your mail and see a notification from USCIS about your EB1A petition. For months, maybe years, you have worked toward this moment. You have built your career, documented your achievements, and gathered all the recommendation letters and carefully built your petition. Your heart starts racing, but the message doesn't say approved. Instead, it says something else. Sometimes it's an RFE. Request for evidence. Other times, it's something much more serious. A NOID, Notice of Intent to Deny. At the first glance, they might seem similar. Both ask you to respond, both comes with deadlines. Both means USCIS needs something before making a final decision. But in reality, these two notices represent very different moments in your immigration journey. And misunderstanding that difference, one of the biggest mistakes EB1A applicants make. Now let's start with RFE. An RFE usually means the USCIS officer reviewing your petition needs more information before making a decision. Or maybe they want a stronger evidence of one of the EB1A criteria. In simple terms, RFE often means the officer is saying, I'm not fully convinced yet, show me more. In many cases, RFEs can be strongly addressed with better documentation and stronger explanations. Now let's talk about NOID. A NOID is very different. When USCIS issues a NOID, it means the officer has already reviewed your case. This is essentially the government saying, we intend to deny this petition unless you can prove us wrong. And this is where many EB1A applicants make a critical mistake. They respond to a NOID in the same way that they respond to an RFE. They simply send more documents, maybe another recommendation letter, maybe a few more certificates or articles. But here's the problem. A NOID isn't just asking more evidence. It's challenging the core argument of your case. That means your response must address the officer's reasoning. You need to show why the officer's interpretation is incorrect and clearly demonstrate how your evidence already meets EB1A standards. In other words, a NOID response requires strategy. It requires connecting your achievements to EB1A legal framework, and it requires presenting your evidence in a structured way that makes your case unmistakably clear. Imagine the officer argues that your publication is not influential enough. Simply sending more publication may not solve the issue. Instead, a strong response would explain the impact of those publications. Has your research influenced industry practices? Are other organizations using your innovations? Your response must demonstrate why the officer's conclusion does not fully reflect the evidence. This is why NOIDs are serious. But they are not end of the road. Many EB1A cases that receive NOIDs are eventually approved when the response is carefully structured. Because sometimes the problem isn't the applicant's achievements. It's how those achievements were presented and explained. And when the response clearly connects the evidence to EB1A standards, the outcome can change. So if you ever receive a NOID in your EB1A case, remember this. Do not panic, but don't treat it like a routine request either. It's the moment where your case either moves towards approval or towards denial. And the difference often comes down to how the response is handled. Because in EB1A petitions, it's not just about having extraordinary achievements. It's about proving them in a way that USCIS actually understands and accepts. If you are planning to apply for an EB1A or already received an RFE or NOID and you are unsure how to respond, it's important to approach the situation strategically. At EB1A Experts, we help professionals understand how their achievements align to EB1A standards and how to present them effectively. If you would like to evaluate your eligibility or strengthen your EB1A case, book a consultation call with EB1A Experts. And if you found this video helpful, Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share with your friends who are navigating for EB1A process. Because the right information at the right time can make all the difference in your immigration journey.